Whether an announcement or a cry for help, the internet chat room title was blunt: "I'm going to kill myself next week." Users on one of Japan's largest chat sites quickly chimed in with 1,000 comments. The first reply: "Do it right now." Another: "This must be a huge trick." The man who started the thread writes, "I'm going to buy my web camera." Police in northern Japan say the man was 24 years old. He connected that web camera to his computer and started streaming his video live on a different social media site, Ustream, to an audience of 4,700 viewers. "I'm so sorry this happened," says Ustream Asia's CEO. "This is such a sad incident." What followed, we can't show you. The man hung himself just before 6 in the morning. Then these comments: "Is this a joke? I can't believe it."
The flag.
Ustream says a rush of flagged reports came into its watch centers in California, Japan, and Hungary.
How quickly can that happen when they're alerted to when it's shut off?
At that time, within 20 minutes.
Within 20 minutes?
From our first report.
Reaction is easy, says Ustream. Prevention is what's tough in cyberspace.
Is it possible, though, with 4 million people looking at content per month, to look at every single piece of video that's on Ustream?
It's really very difficult to check every single one, says Nakagawa. Our watch centers check live streams, but we have to rely heavily on users to report activity to us. This is not the first live stream of a suicide. 2 years ago, 19-year-old Florida resident Abraham Biggs, this is a photo of him from his MySpace page, overdosed on pills, live streaming it all on the web. It happened on a website called justin.tv. Viewers watched for hours before notifying police. Sociologists say social media has created new challenges in fighting societal problems like suicide. It's especially acute here in Japan, a super high-tech society with a persistent suicide problem. Every year, more than 30,000 Japanese people kill themselves, a rate that is among the world's highest. Japan has seen internet suicide trends before, from a suicide detergent recipe posted on the web to suicide pacts formed between users in chat rooms and then carried out at designated meeting sites. Temple University assistant professor Jean-Julien Accoutrier says this latest case shows a societal shift in the notion of privacy, namely among the young.
What we know is that this is going to change our lives in the future.
The issue of privacy.
Very much so. The issue of what's acceptable to broadcast and how much do you care about other people's opinion, how much you take these into account, how much you authorize them. All of these is completely being redefined with the new generations and the new social networks.
If people had stopped him, says Nakagawa, it could have been a good example of social media on Ustream. Social networking has risks, but that's not a reason to close or limit such services. I think that's wrong. What we should do is our best to prevent such incidents. A job that Ustream argues lies as much with the internet community as the providers, the power and shared responsibility of social networking. Hyung-la, CNN, Tokyo.